5 minutes.
Thank you very much, Madam Chair. As I stand here and as I sat here and I listened to all of this, there's some things that are missing from this discussion, which I think that we are forgetting. And that, sometimes I think that we forget that this is America. This is a country that has gained its power through its moral authority, not necessarily by its military might. And we've heard discussions this morning about kicking the can down the road, putting money into a rat hole. And, the more I think about it, Madam Chair, I think it is a very sad day when somebody from a state with high foreclosures can get up and talk about destroying a program that will help his own neighbors. There's something wrong with that picture. President Barack Obama uses a term that I wish I had invented. He says that we have an empathy deficit in our country. And I wonder what it's going to feel like on Sunday when my colleagues go to church, read from the same Bible that I read from, and can brag about the fact that they was able to kill a program that would allow some 30,000 people to stay in their own homes. While at the same time, when I go to church, I'll have to explain to them why they did it. We're better than that. We're better as a nation. We're better. And it's easy for people to go home. You'll go home tonight. You'll fly home. You'll have a nice, warm house. But let me tell you about the other America. The America that has come to 5 foreclosure prevention events that I've held in my district, 40 miles away from here. They come in with papers in hand because they simply want some relief. They've lost their jobs, through no fault of their own. They've come in with tears running down their faces. They're black, they're white, they're Hispanic, they're Asian. They are Americans. And so you say to them, the dollars that you pay, I don't want to use them to help you stay in your house, in their houses. They are the same Americans that I used to see get on the early bus. The early bus, and then go to work. But now they have no jobs. In part because of the same kinds of efforts we see over and over again about saying getting rid of regulations, no regulations. The regulations that were not adhered to, the ones that were not in place, are the very ones that got us where we are. And that's why many of them don't have jobs and now losing their homes. We're better than that. That's why I was one of the authors of this provision. I'm tired of seeing my fellow citizens come in, your neighbors and my neighbors. People that look like your mother and my mother. People that look like your son and my son. Tears running down their faces. Simply wanting a break. They're not looking for a handout. They're looking for a bridge. And so it is when you go to church on Sunday. When they ask you, what'd you do this weekend? What did you achieve? You can say to them, stick your chest out and say, yeah, I stopped some 30,000 people from staying in their homes, Americans. And then there's another argument that bothers me, Madam Chair. They act like we cannot create jobs and keep people in their homes at the same time. We can do better than that. And so I hope that when you go back and you talk to your neighbors and you say a $1 billion program, $1 billion, we were trying to get a little bit more. But even in the conference committee, the Republicans cut that down. And now they're back at it again. With that, I yield back.